Hey guys, it's Dave here from DD Drums. Welcome to this lesson on 4 drum beats that every beginner drummer must learn, all right? So let's get into it, the 4 beats. Now I could have put, dozens, if not hundreds of beats into this section, but, we're gonna put this down to 4 beats, right? 4 beats that you really gotta learn. Why did I choose these 4 beats? Well, they're used a lot in songs, and you're gonna use some kind of variation like these beats at some point in your drumming, if not already. But, this is more for beginners if you're just starting out on drums, right? It's not for, intermediate or experienced drummers because you've probably, hopefully mastered these beats already. If not, hey, stick on this video and stay with it and practice the ideas, all right? By the way, if you want to have the manuscript for these beats, if you want to have the beats written out in front of you, be sure to check out the description section below because that's where the beats will be. There's going to be a download there for you. All right, so be sure to check that out. And let's get into the beats. The first beat sounds like this. All right, I know you know that beat. I know you've heard it before. Now, let's just cover this one because it's probably the most important drum beat you can know because it's literally the most used, and all the other beats are based on this. So the hi-hat is going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The bass drum is on the 1 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And then you simply add the snare drum on 2 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right. So we're going to go through a slow tempo. We're going to start with about 75 BPM, and then we're going to try a faster tempo at about 110 BPM. Here we go with a slow tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there you go, that's the first beat at the slow and the fast tempos. Let's get into beat number 2 now. Now beat number 2 you'll see is almost exactly the same. The only difference now is the bass drum is on the 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's not just on the 1 and 3, the bass drum is on the 1, 2, 3, 4. And by the way, this is how the beat sounds. Right, now a great way to practice this pattern is to simply practice the hi-hat and the bass drum and put the bass drum on the 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Once you got the hi-hat and bass drum working together, then simply add the snare on the 2 and the 4. Now we're going to try this at 2 different tempos, 75 and 110. Here we go with the slow tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. Okay, we're on to beat number 3 now. Now, beat number 3 is really, the first 3 beats I'm showing you here, they're not that hard, but this beat here is a nice variation of number 1 of the first pattern we went through. And you'll see that the bass drum is on the 1 and the 3, but also it's on the 3 and. So you've got these 2 bass drums in a row, and this is a really common sound you'll hear from drummers, and it's one you want to really master, this idea. So this is how the beat sounds like this. All right. Now a good way to practice this one might be just with the right foot and the left hand, so you'd have like this. And then you go ahead and add the right hand as well. Like that. Here's two different tempos. This beat, 75 and 110. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. Okay, and the last beat is going to be very different. This is a bit of a super challenge, or I've thrown a super challenge in with these 4 beats. Now this one, it's going to be a 16th note beat on the hi-hat. So you can see that there's, on the hi-hat pattern, on the hi-hat notes, there is 16 of those hi-hat patterns. And so you're playing a single stroke roll on the hi-hats like this. 1 E and R, 2 E and R, 3 E and R, 4 E and R. All right, so there's that 16th note pattern going on. And the bass drum is only on the 1 and the 3, and the snare drum is on the 2 and the 4. So it's going to sound like this. All right, so with this beat here, I recommend practicing, maybe in 3 different points. Number 1, stay with the hi-hat, but count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then put the bass drum on the 1 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then add the snare on the 2 and the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But what's interesting about this beat is when you play the snare on the 2 and the 4, you're not going to play the hi-hat. You're going to leave the hi-hat alone because the right hand's gone to the snare drum instead. So just be sure to play the snare, not the hi-hat. Also, sometimes drummers can get a little bit tricked because there's a lot of notes going on the hats. So sometimes, if you actually put the left hand on a different surface, say like your leg or a pad or something over here on this side, it can help to get a bit more clarity, get a bit more clear on how you're actually playing the beat, like this. So I'm practically just playing it right-handed there. At the left hand on the thigh, that is. And I'm counting as well. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and a. Then you put it all together. Like that. So we're going to try this at about 2 different tempos, starting off at a pretty slow tempo, 75, and then we'll move up to 110. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. And there you go, guys. There's the 4 beats I highly recommend you learn. And hey, if you want to get the music for that, it's in the description section below. Just hit the link button. You'll be able to get that song sheet with all those beats written out for you. And if you've got any value from this lesson, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to this channel. And if there's any lessons you'd like to learn, please put it in the comment section below, like any songs you'd like to learn on drums or any particular beats you want to learn, fills. Just let me know. Hit the description section, hit the comment section, and be sure to let me know. Guys, it's been awesome having you here. Thanks so much for watching this video, and have a great day. See you guys. Groovy, groovy, groovy. Is that groovy? I think it's pretty groovy.